Okay, so I'm gonna talk about my experience in gamaliel. This was the worst sphere so far to go through, and the most psychologically painful. It's probably gonna be pretty quick because I'm not gonna go into the details because this is too much. It's just too disgusting. But I'll say I initiated around January into gamaliel. I did my invocations of Samael and Lilith, and then I did a few daily meditations, visualizations, and all that shit. And then throughout the next few months, the energy exploded. I confronted some interesting sexual stuff, like repulsive sexual stuff that I was drawn to, and I was forced to ask, why is this fucking disgusting stuff attracting me? And I was able to trace it back to some stuff that happened in my childhood, and it made a lot of sense why I was sexually associating that with arousal. And now when I feel something like that, I'm like, is that really what I want? Or is that residual of things that happened to me in my past? And I've been able to accept that that's not what I actually want. It's a great relief, because when you have these desires and you don't know where they're coming from, it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with me? But when you're able to link it back to a specific point in time, it's like, it just makes so much sense, and it doesn't feel so wrong and disturbing and gross and repulsive, because you understand it's just a part of you expressing itself in a very strange way. I also dealt with getting my nicotine use down, because that was one of gamaliel's illusions, the seductive pull of nicotine addiction. Something told me every time, maybe you'll get a buzz, maybe it's gonna hit this time. Logically, I know it's not gonna hit. It hasn't hit for years. But the idea of it hitting is seductive and pulls me in enough to make me go and smoke. That's gamaliel, the illusion. The illusions that pull you in with seduction, but lead you to your own downfall. Stuff like that. Very interesting sphere, extremely challenging, extremely painful. Now I'm in Samael. It's been going pretty good. I'll make a video on that once I'm finished. The thing I confronted, I forgot to say, was my perception of myself, I realized, was highly idealized and highly inaccurate to who I really am. And that was hard to confront, but it's something you gotta accept. And then once you're able to see who you are for real, you're able to build yourself up into that person that you want to be, which is a beautiful thing.